Happy Monday. From a poorly me. I think the worst part about it is that I can't taste my blueberry wheats. I'm not feeling great. I sound disgusting, but I did train this morning. I trained upper. I got half an hour's cardio in and it felt fine. It felt fine. The upper session was actually pretty strong. I made some good progress, but I'm just very aware of this. It took me a little while to get out of bed this morning, I'll admit. I was very tired. And my ring keeps telling me to calm the fuck down. I'm just sitting. It's not ideal, but I'm gonna keep managing how I feel. I've had some Benylin. I wanted to call it Benadryl, but that is not it. I've had some Benylin, which did me a solid this morning. I am feeling a little bit better. I'm just very aware that the things that I'm taking are obviously masking the impact that it's having on my body. So just being very aware and making sure that I try not to make it worse. And if I don't feel up to training and think it's gonna really impair me recovering, then I won't. But at the moment, this morning felt really, really good. And considering that I'd spent a good 2.5 hours, probably, maybe even more, posing yesterday, I managed my upper session really well. Got my new t-shirt on, it's so fucking good. Bit naughty. It'll be what it'll be. Oh, mush. I've just spoken to my team and told them that I feel shit. So I won't be going over and above today. I'll have my lunchtime walk and I'll just manage everything as best I can today, so that I give myself the best chance. I'm gonna do some Wedmin tonight. Yeah, story of my life at the moment. My colleague just rang me for what she said was a quick chat, and an hour and a half later, I've just gone to check on my chicken that I put in the air fryer just as that chat started. And it's so fucking dry. It's so tough on top. I've just had to like break it all apart, but it has cooked through. Oh, crispy it is. It's Monday night. I've just bought a lot of ties. And I've also had a coaching inquiry. I haven't been pushing my results and stuff on, oh wow, hello. I haven't been pushing the results from some of my clients on social media because I'm not ready to take on new clients. And I think obviously when I start sharing results from people, I would imagine the interest might build because a lot of people kind of need the proven results to launch into doing something like that. And that is absolutely fair enough. But at the moment, I just do not have massive capacity to take on anyone else. However, I was quite surprised at that one. I don't know where it came from, but I'll take it. And I've sent over a questionnaire to her. So that's all lovely. And now I'm going to have a look in my Etsy basket and make myself feel better by ordering myself more wedding jewellery. I'm gonna look like a fucking Christmas tree. I love it. It's Tuesday and my VPN won't fucking connect. Anyway, I'm still feeling a little bit ropey, but I thought I feel well enough to go and train quads and delts today. It's a fine balance to find, and only you know whether you should train through an illness or not. I took like some meds before I went and I actually had a really, really good session. I didn't think I'd have loads of time to smash out a really good quads and delts session, but I fucking did, and my strength was up. Obviously last week I was being very mindful, don't mind the washing by the way, I've just noticed that. Last week I was being very mindful of my hip flexor and going in a little bit lighter, but I managed to really push some good weights this week, and I tried out my new knee sleeves and they are fantastic. So I did that this morning. I'm absolutely starving. I've just finished my post-workout and I'm sat here and my tummy is rumbling, like give me more. I think my period's due, so that's probably that. But yeah, feeling good about training, not feeling good in myself, but I think I'm just at the snotty stage now. The rest of me feels okay. But managed to bosh out half an hour's cardio as well, which is good. My cardio hasn't taken a hit whilst I felt like this actually, which I'm quite impressed with. So it's not all bad, and there are people worse off than me. So always one to remember. I've got a meeting in a minute's time and it looks like my VPN just will not connect. So that is fantastic news. Gowed. This is not ideal. I've just been out for a walk on my lunch and I had this jumper on and then I had my coat on, and I did not need both of them. It's actually really nice outside and that just gives me so many good vibes. And I didn't take my headphones and I wasn't on my phone, and I just walked and just soaked up. I'm very guilty of when I'm out for a walk, I'm listening to a podcast, I'm on my phone, I'm editing a vlog, I'm doing something rather than just taking everything in. And I'm starting to try on those like 20-minute bursts that I do on my lunch to just soak in the vibes. Whether it'll do anything for me, I don't know, but just the way I'm trying. I've got a meeting in about 15 minutes, so I'm just going to get my beef meal down me and then crack on and go and do a food shop later and get the rest of my steps in. A very boring day. I should be in the office tomorrow, but because I'm still so like bunged up and snotty, I'm just not going to do that. My boss was like, should you be in? I'm like, not really. I think post-COVID everyone is a little bit more conscious of people coming into work when they probably shouldn't, and they can work from home. So I probably won't be in the office this week, which satisfies my bank balance and my effort levels. It'll still be rest day, so I'm still going to treat it as such, but I'm going to go in the morning and get my cardio done, just so that I'd normally be doing that at like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night, so that will help me out. Happy Wednesday. 40 minutes done. Now for 45 I'm there. Right, I've just got back from the gym from doing my 40 minutes cardio. Oh, cheekbones. Lovely. And what have I done? I've done about 40 minutes walking, and so I probably need to get about 7,000 steps to finish off the day right, which is nice. That's a couple of rounds of the block. Very manageable. I'm just cooking my rest day breakfast. I thought I'd do a bit of a full day of eating today. Because I'm at home, I should be in the office, but poorly still. So I'm not gonna go in and infect everyone. So just cooking my oats now, and I'll show you what that looks like. So going in first, we've got 50 grams of oats, 20 grams of protein, 100 grams of mixed berries. I've gone for cherries, 10 grams of PB, and this is 10 grams of dark chocolate, which is 50 calories of my 153 calories today. I fucking told you I'd get it back in. I told you. I'm gonna eat that whilst I start work, and then I'll have all of my supplements as well, including 1 GDA for that meal. I've missed a call from somebody, so I better sort my shit out and get on. But it's gonna be a busy day today. I fucking love this meal. I'm a bit confused as to where my period's at. It's not here yet. Had some symptoms, but my Natural Cycles app is telling me that it should be next week. My Aura ring is telling me possible start date anytime now. My last period started on the 20th or the 19th. It got a little bit out of whack in January, and I've no idea why. It came early, but it would usually start around the 24th, so a bit confused. I am a little bit disappointed with how accurately Natural Cycles works with the Aura ring. I was very much looking forward to the accuracy of Natural Cycles without having to take my temperature twice a day, because my ring should do it for me, and there's a bit of disparity between the two. It's not as accurate. However, it does need 6 days more data, it says, before it can do that. So when I first got my ring, it was like, I need 50 days of data to be able to log periods, which is fair enough. So I must have had this and been using it for 44 days. So we'll see if that improves, but at the moment, slightly disappointed with that. Because you know me, I like knowing everything. Okay, it's about 20 to 1. So I've been working through a few bits this morning, a few admin bits, and then my PDR is coming up, which is like a performance development review, where I basically have to prove to my boss that I deserve a bonus. So I've been writing that this morning, but I'm just about to go and make another meal. And whilst this isn't food, I thought everybody would really love to know that I am back on my biscuit tea obsession. It seems to be a diet thing, that it's just really sweet and tastes like I have had biscuits when I haven't, clearly. Oh, fuck yeah. Also, we got these Yeti cups from one of our best friends, gave us these, and they're fucking genius for a cup of tea. I stay hot for so fucking long, to the point where I've had my braces out for probably an hour now and I'll get told off. Still just trying to get through it. I'm just making my chicken wrap. I actually incorporate a chicken wrap into a lot of my clients' meal plans just because it's so fucking easy. It's so easy when you are super busy to either make before you go anywhere or to prepare at home, and takes like 2 seconds. We've got a plain wrap. It's actually a seeded wrap you've got to be careful of, because anything with seeds in it will have a lot of extra fats in it and calories that you weren't really aware of. But this one's fine. So this is still less than 30 grams of carbs in one of these little seeded wraps. I've got 20 grams of mayo on there. I've just sprinkled a little bit of the Aromat chicken seasoning, lobbed 80 grams of chicken on there and some spinach. And I just chuck the spinach on. I'm not tracking salads at all. And then for my extra 100 calories, so if you remember, I put the 50 calories in my dark chocolate in my oats, and these have been an absolute game changer. Now, these are 106 calories, so I'm 6 calories over. This is a white chocolate little mini Kit Kat. I've also got the dark chocolate mint ones, but I'm feeling particularly white chocolatey today. So these are absolutely amazing. I gave one of them away at the TDW posing workshop on Sunday, because one of the girls had 3 calories and she hadn't tried one, and I was like, this is going to get you a little white chocolate fix, because it's really, really good. So these are saving me in a minute. So it is about 20 to 6 and I've waited. I can't remember the last time I had anything. It was probably about, was it 20 to 2? Anyway, that's boring. This meal looks like dog food. I promise it tastes a little bit better. So it's 125 grams of rice, 120 grams of lean beef mince, so 5%. And I've chucked some spinach in there, and I've also put in some Skinny Food curry sauce. Of the Skinny Food sauces, the Chinese curry, the Indian curry, the ketchups, the sweet chili sauce are all good to go. They're all fine. The garlic mayo is all right, but only in small doses. But yeah, this completely changes up this meal, to be honest. I know it's a bit of a random combo, but it's pretty good. And with this meal, I'm going to take another GDA, because it's my second kind of denser carb meal of the day, considering that my diet is not exactly carb heavy at the moment. So take the wins where I can get them and chuck the GDAs in with those higher carb meals. I'm going to get this down me and then probably go out and get some more steps, because I think I've got about 5,000 to go before I'm done for the day. Very pleased with myself that I went and got those in and made a start this morning. There are several things to unpack here. I've just done my hair with the hot brush that Andy bought me ages and ages ago. It's a Revlon one. It was about 60 quid. And I've just dried my hair with that, just to see what the difference is with the Shark. It feels much nicer. It doesn't feel as dry. 60 quid in comparison to the, what is it, £300 Shark? Anyway, I'm not going to bitch about it, because it's a really great hairdryer, but it's not the best style. Anyway, I'm just getting on with sorting out my last meals of the day. I've got some chicken and veg in the microwave, and I'm just frying my egg. And I know this sounds really silly, but I love a fried dippy poppy egg. And when you can't use oils and you don't fancy poached, this is the Skinny Foods butter spray. I love a bit of that in the pan and get it really, really hot. It absolutely stinks. And then I crack my egg in it. It's just enough slip and slide to be able to flip it. So that's what I'm going to do. And I should be having a protein shake. However, I'm going to be naughty tonight and have a pud, because there's the same amount of protein and about 4 calories difference. I just fucking fancy it. But that, when I'm finished, will conclude my full day of eating on a rest day. How things have changed. Not a lot, is there? But I must say, I am full. I go to bed a little bit hungry, but it's not prep hungry, and I spread my meals out enough that it really ain't that bad. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Delectable. I'm also nailing this. This is sugar-free Tango apple, but it's not necessarily calorie-free. I see a lot of people when they're on prep picking up sugar-free drinks thinking that they are calorie-free. They're not all calorie-free, and I know it's only 20 calories for the bottle, but on prep that matters. Not so much now in a Minicut, but that is one that I would actively avoid on prep. I would just stick to a Coke Zero, where I think it's 2 calories for the bottle. I'm also going to add in some Thai 7 spice. The sugar as an ingredient is all the way down here in the list, so it's not high sugar, it's kind of in the middle. It's not necessarily low sugar, but it's not high, which is what matters. Yes, drawn in. In here there is 80 grams of chicken, an egg, and probably about 150 grams of some Asian style stir-fry veg, frozen from Lidl. And yeah, I've just made that a little bit sexier with a little bit of Thai 7 spice, and I'm going to ruin it by putting a little bit of lighter than light mayo on it, because I'm disgusted. Cheeky little 25 and an hour on here. It's Thursday. I have been and got 25 minutes cardio in and done quite a lot of steps. I've only got about 4,000 left to do for the day, which is really, really good. A really nice place to be in, because I just want to chill out tonight if I can. Saying that, last night when I went to bed quite late. And when I got into bed, I started to have a retinal migraine. Now that is something that I have suffered with since 2015 when I'm tired or stressed. I often get a loss of sight in this eye, and it's usually when I first wake up. This one was a little bit different, and it was as I was going to bed, and what I could see was different to normal. Normally I just get like a loss of vision that's blurry or dark. This was moving stars, and it was just in my right eye. So I was a little bit concerned about that. I waited up another 20 minutes to see if it passed. I ended up falling asleep, and I've woken up today and the star shapes have gone, but I have got like a pain in my right eye. Nothing excruciating, but it's just concerning me a little bit. and it feels like there's some pressure behind it, which is really unusual, and I've never had that before. So there's a possibility today that I will go and get that checked out. I'm going to give 111 a call and potentially Specsavers or something and go and get a scan. I'm going to see what I can do and go from there, but I can be a bit of a worrier when it comes to health stuff. I know my body really, really well, so when something isn't quite right, I'm very quick to go and get that checked out. Yeah, it's still a weird pain. I'm gonna see what I can do. On my way to the GP, looking like a shoplifter. NHS 111 referred me to my GP, which was a really helpful middleman step of them, so I could have done that myself. So my GP appointment was kind of pointless. Oh, that's a nice bit of hair. It was kind of pointless. Did like a cranial nerve exam and basically made sure that I hadn't had a stroke, which I knew I hadn't. He didn't pay a whole lot of attention to my eye itself. I don't know whether it looks a bit bulgy. Always looks like that. Anyway, I've booked an optician's appointment for tomorrow afternoon just to actually have a more thorough look, because he literally turned the light off and flashed a torch in front of my eyes like that, and I wasn't satisfied. So it's all good. I'm going to just eat this and get the rest of my steps in, which isn't very many, and then do some Wedmin. What a shock. Good morning. It is Friday. Oh, hello. I ain't going to complain at that. It's Friday and I've just smashed out a pull and ham session, and I fucking swear that was the strongest I've felt in ages. It was amazing, and I just did 20 minutes bonus cardio as well. Because I've been at home this week, I've added in a little extra cardio where I wouldn't normally, and it's going to do me a solid this weekend, because it just means less to do Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, wow. I'm going to get home. My check-ins are rolling in. Fucking hell. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Woo! I'm so excited to get home and look at those, because one of them has just blown my mind already. Oh, I have got feedback from my check-in yesterday that I haven't shared here yet, but I'll get home, get sorted, and then we'll have a chat. Okay, so I've got a few minutes before my next meeting. The feedback from the girls is rolling in, and I can't fucking believe it. I've actually lost my mind at some of their check-ins this morning. They are all absolutely smashing it to within an inch of their lives. I actually can't get over it. I'm so excited to look at those properly later. I've basically sent them a lot of singing voice notes and just me being excited for now, which isn't helpful at all to them, but hopefully it makes them feel good, because they've really, really impressed me this week. All of them. I'm fucking buzzing. Feedback from my check-in. So but Amy's really, really pleased. So my weight was ever so slightly down yesterday, but we know that that is not a true reflection of what my weight actually is, because when I weighed in on Sunday, after I'd been out for the weekend and I'd had that ham bao and a donut and all of that stuff and got back on plan on the Sunday, my weight was down 0.5 kilo. So we know that my weight this week is not accurate, because it has gone back slightly up but still down on last week's check-in. That was fucking complicated, wasn't it? But basically, my period is so late. I have done a pregnancy test. I'm all good. I was a little bit scared yesterday. All the symptoms are there, but it's just late. And I don't really understand why it's so late. But all the symptoms are so, there. My digestion's been a little bit off. The pain yesterday was bad. I was uncomfortable, but yeah, don't know where it is, and getting a little bit annoyed with the lack of information that I'm getting from my ring and natural cycles. They are not working together at all, and I think I need to get back into taking my temperature twice a day to know what's going on properly. So annoying. At the moment I'm on cycle day 33. which is not like me at all. Visually, Amy's really happy with me, and she was kind of noting different things that were looking really good in my check-in, and like leaner body parts like my abductors are starting to come through from the back with very little kind of prompting in my back relaxed shot, and she's just really pleased with me overall. She was saying that last week I kind of really held my own in the posing workshop and looked really good, and she was kind of sizing me up against other people and seeing where we kind of wanted to take things with my physique. Obviously shoulders, but yeah, she was just kind of looking at me and comparing me amongst what was a strong figure lineup. That's always really helpful to have kind of put me in a lineup of girls, you know, that aren't on a stage. So we've already kind of done part of the work of the show last weekend, so that was helpful. We're not going to change anything at this point. We know that my weight will come right back down, possibly even more than it was on Sunday, and just going to wait and ride it out. We're going to extend the cut by another 2 weeks just to see what I look like, and then we will start to bring back up to maintenance, I think, so that going into April I'm able to enjoy my hen and we can start putting a little bit more fat back on for my wedding dress, because I don't want to be too lean, and finding the balance is kind of hard at the minute. Cardio stayed the same, food stayed the same, steps stayed the same. And looking forward to the Minicut being over and doing slightly less or eating slightly more. I know that prep is so much longer, but it's just not something that I'm really interested in doing right now. I want to see how I look, but I also have so much to do. I don't really want to be doing shit ton of cardio and eating less. It is what it is. It has been worth it though, I'll give it that. Needed to see what I was going to look like. It has been a good day of deliveries around here. My Tough Wraps new t-shirt has arrived. I won't show it because it's exactly the same as the one that I bought at the Arnold's, which had splodges on it. And do you know what? I've gone a little bit crazy with my Dolphin Fitness order. I've gone back in with the Do Not Fucking Miss, but I got it in sour apple flavour. Wow. I also repurchased the Innova Farm Recovery EAAs, but I got it in watermelon gummy candy flavour. Wow, not snow cone, growth. I tried to order the JP Performance Protein in cereal milk, but they wouldn't be able to dispatch it until next week. So they offered me if I wanted to swap it, and I got dark chocolate salted caramel flavour. Could bang, could regret. I want to go back to banoffee immediately, but we'll see. I've just had to spend the last half an hour consoling my mum, who was uncontrollably sobbing because she thought she'd lost my wedding ring. Turns out it was in my wardrobe. Oh God. We'll laugh about this. We will, in about 3 weeks' time. Oh my God, I could not make up today. So I've just been to Vision Express to have another eye test, look at the back of my eye, yada yada yada. Don't know why I've even got these on, because they're fucking pointless, because my Specsavers prescription has me down as short-sighted. Well, I'm not, I'm long-sighted, so that's really good. So I've been wearing these glasses and glasses since 2020 for a short-sighted person. Just been into Specsavers and kicked off a little bit, only mildly, still very polite. And they were like, we can change the lenses for you. I was like, to be honest, I'm not really all that confident in you anymore, so I'm gonna go to Vision Express. Which I think is quite reasonable, because it's my fucking eyesight. Do you know what I mean? Oh, right, well, I've just bought myself a Monster. I've already put my seatbelt on. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna go home and do my check-ins. Oh! But I did go into the suit place and put my swatches up against the suit to try and find Joe's maternity bridesman dress. Bridesman, groomswoman dress. And I think that's the closest I'm gonna get. So at least that's one thing I have done today that's been positive. Fuck my life. Good morning, it's Saturday. It is a rest day today. I'm going to go and get a little bit of cardio in later. But first, I'm going over to the wedding venue to do a little bit of a recce with my friend Harriet, who is doing all of our decor and signage and stationery and stuff. So she hasn't actually been to the venue yet before. She's not done a wedding there. So we're going to have a good look around, ask loads of questions, probably come home with a load of jobs. But that is the goal for today, is to go over and do that. But then I'm going to go and sort out the opticians. I'm going to go to Specsavers with every single pair of glasses that I've ever had from them. See where that gets me. Which is 5, by the way. 5 on the wrong prescription. I'm just having my breakfast, which is my rest day breakfast, obviously. But it's got my new protein in it for the first time. And it's all right. It's not banoffee. Why am I so basic? I liked my old one. I'll be going back.
People will.
Yeah. My God, what a morning / afternoon. So been over to the venue. By the way, I've just waited 16 minutes to get a fucking chicken wrap stood in McDonald's, because, you know, you can still stay on plan relatively. But anyway, I've had a morning and a half over at the wedding venue. It's answered a lot of questions, it's raised a lot of questions. It's made me feel a little bit more excited, but also probably a little bit more stressed, because I've got jobs to do, man, and questions to answer. So that was really fun. It was nice to take my parents there, because they obviously haven't seen it. They loved it. My mum was just like, oh my God, wow. Which was very cute. I've been into Specsavers. I've got my money back for my prescription that they gave me in January. So they've admitted fault, which means that my claim that I'm gonna make, they've admitted fault. So interesting. I picked up my clinical record from them, and I will progress that when I get home. I've been to Vision Express, picked 2 new pairs of glasses, and I'm gonna eat something. Fucking starving. And then go and do some cardio, which at this time, 3 o'clock, I really can't be asked for, but here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, whoo-wee, this is a Jazzy Fizzle product shizzle. Missy, my period is here. See error. That's it. Bosh. So that was a random little update outside of the gym, but I finished my cardio and I was just on top of the fucking world, because I've done 2 pregnancy tests this week because I just didn't trust it, and I was a little bit frightened. I don't think my period's been that late in ever. Don't know what caused it, unless it's me being a little bit ill, but the pain has been all week I've been waiting for that, and the relief today, I love it. So just getting my steps in now, ready to enjoy the rest of the evening with Andy, and we're actually going to head over to Ultraflex Hall tomorrow for a leg session, because why not? And then we're going to be doing a little bit of Wedmin and creative Wedmin in the evening.
One now. One more. Good job. Bit of a deep stretch. Stretch. That's it.
Project makeover. It's Sunday, we've been to Ultraflex and trained legs. We've just got to my mum and stepdad's and we are just doing a little bit of wedmin, but today that means sanding down this old mirror that we bought at Hemswell Market and turning it into a chalkboard. I've also got confetti that I need to sort into tiny bags. Also did my first attempt at nail extensions last night using builder gel, and they are okay from a distance. Dexter is not sure. Andy won't let me do anything outside, so we're gonna sort through some confetti. It comes in a bag like this. I think this was 80 people's worth, whatever that means. And I'm gonna weigh it out. I've just weighed it out on the scales, and there are, oh my God, it's changed. There's about 113 grams of petals, and I'm going to weigh out individual bags of about 1.6 to 2 grams of petals, and then that should give me 70 lots. And that is why bodybuilders are good at these kinds of things, because they're anal about weighing. Mum has said she doesn't want to be included in this part of the vlog because she's got cooking hair. This is our little system. We've got a production line going on. Right. Oh, you haven't got a bag.
They're over your side.
Fuck's sake. It's all falling apart now. I'll put that on in there. There you go. Pokey stick. Are you demonstrating?
Yeah.
God, I wonder how people coped before. Ta-da! And we go again. Oh shit.
Oh, you just punched me in the face.
It's the dog kicking off. Can you hear him?
Yeah.
Wonder who he's attacking in the garden. Probably Andy. Andy's no longer sanding, so I think he's decided to play with the dog instead. Good. We've all got jobs to do. He's taking his really seriously. Yeah, you can hear him playing.
Yeah.
Brilliant.